Hey, it's James, Father's Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got custody. Don't use an attorney in your family court case. Learn how to represent yourself. I just watched a video of mine on YouTube, has a bunch of comments where everybody's complaining how much it costs and how they're going bankrupt and how they can't fight and why they settled out of court because it costs too much. My entire page is devoted to how me and thousands of other people succeeded in representing themselves. And people are on my page complaining that they're fighting the wrong way and it's not working. This is the insanity of my gender. This is what I have to deal with every single day. I'm sitting here giving people answers or opportunities. And then people in the comments say stuff like, hey, I really need help. Give me some advice. What the hell are you talking about? What's going on in your case? And how do you think you can get some precise advice in the comments? There's something mentally wrong with you, or you're extremely lazy if you say in the comments, hey, I got a restraining order against me. Any advice? Hey, I only got 2 hours of supervised visitation. Any advice? Yeah, get off your lazy behind and have the balls or concern about your kid to actually get an appointment. I know this sounds harsh, and it's not the most professional way to deal with this stuff, but over and over and over and over, people don't give a crap enough about their kids to actually exert some energy or fire off some brain cells and think with some common sense. I won in court. I'm an actual winner who shows you my winning orders. You should listen to what I'm saying. And I'm saying you have the best chance to win in court if you represent yourself, because I've seen it happen in 25,000 cases. What people usually say, well, I can't represent myself. I don't know how to do this. How did you figure out how to do anything in life? Do you drive right now? Let's just think about this very carefully. And if you care about your kids, you'll listen through this consultation or this video presentation about this kind of stuff, getting a consultation with me and learning how to represent yourself. You know, if you didn't know how to drive before you got your license, you took driver's ed. You had somebody teach you how to do it and you learned how to do it. It's insane when you say, I can't represent myself because I don't know how to do it right now. You wouldn't say, I can't get a business MBA, or I can't get a degree in psychology because I don't know psychology. That's why you go and learn this stuff. If you're making an excuse why you can't do it, it's because you don't want to do it. You don't want to put some energy to figure out how to fight for your kids. You worship at the altar of your comfort. Your comfort and ease in life is more important. You're the one who had a kid with a crazy person. Those kids were not brought into the world of their own volition. Go rescue your kids. If somebody kidnapped your kids and held them for ransom or something, you wouldn't say, this is unfair, this sucks. Why are there kidnappers in the world, and sit around idly and do nothing about it? You would figure out how to find and hunt down your kid. If your kid had an incurable cancer or something like that, you might go to the ends of the earth to experiment with stuff in another country, learn different herbs that people claim have worked, or try alternative methods. You will hunt down and learn how to deal with that stuff. How come you can't learn how to represent yourself in court? It's because you're either scared or lazy. There's no other reason, because that is the best solution and the best chance that you can set yourself up to give yourself a chance to go to court. And I prove it because I'm a warehouse worker who flunked out of college, and I show you my winning orders in the Court of Appeals a couple times. I destroyed an attorney. Let's see, the first time I won the Court of Appeals was 2004. He had 37, 38, 39 years experience. And then the next time I went to Court of Appeals is 8 years later, so he had 47, and he retired with 50 years experience. I destroyed him in the Court of Appeals and got the presiding judge in Seattle, King County Judge Jim Edwin Rogers. I got him reversed. And I have a link to show you it online. It's shown online. It's not a published case, but it's publicly posted. in Justia. If I'm a warehouse worker who flunked out of college, who won in the Court of Appeals a couple times and destroyed attorneys and destroyed guardian items, you can do it too, especially if you have my help, because I'm giving you more help than what I had when I won. You can't lose at this. Now, you can lose in court. There's no guarantee you're going to win, but you can't lose as far as lose out totally. Like, most people don't go to trial because the attorney says, I need $10,000 or $20,000 to do your trial. The attorney doesn't want to go to trial anyway. That's an excuse to get you to settle and quit. When I was looking for help, I found Dads Against Discrimination after I told an attorney, Goldberg and Jones, Divorce Lawyers for Men. They said, you'll only get every other weekend. I said, that's crazy. I work at night. I can be my daughter's daycare throughout the week. You'll still get every other weekend. They told me I wouldn't win access to my daughter when the mother lives 3 blocks away and she goes to work. I can't get a court order that she'll drop the child off with me. They're going to have to put the child in daycare, whatever they're thinking. I have a video on my YouTube channel about Goldberg and Jones in that scenario. The reason why I'm so harsh and I call it what it is because I don't need to tell you a big background lead-up story to tell you why you're not fighting the right way or why you won't represent yourself. I'm cutting right to the chase at the end. It's because you're a coward or a sissy or lazy. Because you can figure out how to do this. You just don't want to. You would rather pay somebody $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 over the course of a few months and have somebody else deal with the stress of this. You're the one who brought the kids into the world. You go rescue them. If you don't want to do it this way, then if you want to have an attorney, make sure you make the attorney do exactly what you want them to do. If they say, you'll never win custody, I want to go for custody anyway, go for it. Well, I can't. You're my lawyer, you have to. Why can't you stand up to your lawyer like that? Again, the reason why I'm talking to you this way is because I had no excuses. Every excuse that you have, I could have used those excuses to not fight for my kids. And people say, oh, you had it easy. You got custody of your daughter in 7 months. That must mean it was easy. Those are presumptuous, fruity, drama queen, feminine males who say that. Because they don't want to. Anyway, I didn't have any excuses. I mean, I could have used all the excuses. I cried myself to sleep some nights when I wasn't seeing my daughter for 40 days straight. The mother's withholding, playing games and all that stuff. It was overwhelming. It was stressful like nothing else I've ever endured in my life. But I did not turn into a PUSSY and then quit on my kid because I had no choice. And the information that I have right now is 1% of what I'm giving you guys for free. So you should get a consultation with me to learn how to represent yourself. Or if you're hell-bent on using an attorney and setting yourself up to get royally screwed, at least demand, since you're the boss of that attorney and you pay the attorney $400 an hour, you should be able to tell them what to do. You pay a landscaper $30 an hour to fix your lawn and cut your bushes. If they do it wrong or don't do exactly what you say, you don't pay them or you never hire them again. See, when an attorney told me something that violated my conscience, I can't have my daughter. I can't be the first right of refusal or the first person to have my daughter when the baby's mom is at work. The daycare has more rights. That didn't make sense to me. So I told them to screw off, and I found Dads Against Discrimination, and the guy who taught me some stuff, he'd been out of court for 15 years. He wasn't on top of the latest rules and stuff. He gave me this much information compared to what I'm giving you guys. You guys have it a million times easier than I did. So what's your excuse? You don't have any. You just don't want to represent yourself, or you're scared to stand up for your attorney, so you're scared to fight for your kids. So that's your loss. You're losing out on your kids, and it's your fault. Every time I ask people about what happened in their case, I can always find stuff that they didn't want to do or didn't care about or they were scared about. Make a decision that you're going to fight for your kids. And if you want to fight the best way, learn how to represent yourself. I'll do a video on TikTok about 4 different reasons why. I have a video on YouTube already about it. 4 different reasons why I like to represent myself and the benefits of doing it that way.